On some tariffs, particularly those that applied on China, those will be more complicated, and perhaps indeed it is appropriate for them to be traded, because China really is the issue. And one of the strangest aspects of the Trump administration, I should say, is our failure to engage with the EU on the issue of abusive Chinese trade and investment practices. And I say odd because the EU is a superpower in trade, and together, the U.S. and the EU and our allies have enormous leverage to address the structural issues in the relationship.
Anthony, they're not listening, are they, in Brussels? I've used the phrase deaf ear a few times this morning, but pushing ahead with the investment deal with China, disregarding some in the Biden camp who urged them to slow down, wait for the inauguration, let's work together on a joint policy for China. They steamed ahead and they did it anyway, regardless of concerns from MEPs in Europe about what it implies towards the crackdown on the Uyghurs that we're seeing in the west of China. Isn't the reality that Germany primarily is going to forge its own path on its relationship with China, regardless of what Joe Biden says?
Well, I hope you're wrong on that, and I have reason to believe that, in fact, that's not going to be the case, because now we are in greater alignment on China than arguably ever before in the past. There is increasing skepticism in most, not all, most member states and in the EU institutions about the threat and challenge that China poses. Now, as for the agreement, I only partly agree with you. You know, the EU is playing catch-up with a lot of the things the U.S. got in its Phase 1 trade deal. That's perfectly legitimate. It's negotiating for, I think, 7 years on that deal. Germany clearly wanted a win during its presidency, understood. I do think the timing is slightly unhelpful. Unhelpful because in terms of appearances, it would have been nice to at least to discuss the agreement with the incoming administration. But let's not exaggerate the importance of the fact it was signed now.